mama bird who made a nest in this little bush back here. So we're going to be very quiet. Very quiet. Being very quiet so that we can see the little nest. There she is. So cute. Can you see?
I can't see.
And see how it made its nest out of sticks. And I looked on the inside, and it had like dry grass for the flowers.
She just flew away. Oh yeah. Look at that. The mama just flew away for a minute, so we're taking a look at her little precious eggs.
Can I see
Cute.
her eggs?
Isn't that cool? See how they made the eggs? And it's like grass on the inside, and sticks, and roots,
Yeah.
and leaves on the outside.
The bird used all the
we were
little
talking about
stuff on the ground,
what kind of stuff
and
do they
then
make
found
it out
dried grass to line it
Yeah.
with.
Cute. It is so cute.
of? Okay, let's let her go. So she's
Yeah, she wants to come back to her nest. Bye-bye, little baby birds. Little eggs. So cute. No. Our house? No, our house is a little further away than that and in the other direction.
Oh, there's a house over there, yeah.
Or a house over there or our house over there.
There's our house over there.
That's not our house. Are we having fun? Are you running laps? This is how they burn off their energy in the evening. We find something for them to run circles around. He said the grass is nice. We're at my parents' house. This is the house where I grew up. This is the swing set I played on growing up. My kids have now rediscovered it.
Yeah.
So what's this?
Bumblebee. For Peekaboo.
I want to play hide and seek.
Oh, okay.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
10, ready or not, here I come.
Let's get a bunch of river rocks.
Yeah. Well, you know,
Back here. Back. Oh, I hear her. I hear her. There she is. I found you.
I want to play hide and seek.
The beautiful sunset.
I want to play hide and seek again.
And here's our next safe quarantine activity. We're doing bubbles of all kinds, so they're blowing their own bubbles.
Your turn, so.
Yes, they're all taking turns blowing bubbles.
Now it's my turn.
And we have our handy dandy bubble machine here. I'll actually link this one down below because I tried some really cheap plastic bubble machines before and it broke after like only a couple uses. So I think I spent $20 or $30 on this thing and it has been worth it. I bought it several years ago and it is still going strong. The kids love this thing. And I don't have to sit and blow bubbles.
Ew. That's a bubble. Woo! That's an icy bubble.
Bubble party!
That one. That's an icy bubble. Bubble party.
We're having a bubble party!
My turn yet? Last. My turn.
And the other kind of bubble that we're doing is giant bubbles. I made a whole video on how to do this. You can just use regular bubble solution. You don't have to make your own like I did in the video. But it shows you how to make the giant bubble thing. Whoa! Giant bubbles, so cool.
Whoa, 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 whoa! Giant bubbles. They are
The kids
so cool.
adore the giant bubbles. They were so excited when I got this out today. So super easy, fun activity to do with the kids outside in the nice weather. Keeps them entertained for a very, very long time. It's awesome. Ooh, there's some lightning. Springtime thunder showers. And came inside because it started dumping down rain. The storm is coming in over our house now.
Can you tell me
You can see the edge of it there.
flash of lightning?
And through there you can see the moon.
I got
Alex, do you see the moon there?
I got rained on, Mommy.
Just right, it's a full moon.
I got rained on.
I got rained on too. I had to run inside.
I got rained on a little bit.
So now that we are in quarantine, I'm going to try something that I've been wanting to try for years. For years. Yes, they're slugs. That's just kind of how it is. Nettles. Stinging nettles. We have an abundance of stinging nettles. We have some here. We have some here. We have them up in the woods. And while they sting you if you touch them, because they have the little nettles on them, if you cook them, it cooks those away, and they are edible, and they are actually really good green food. While there's a bit of a food shortage, we might as well not only garden, but forage a little too. I see you. I see you. Are you gonna clip some leaves for us? So we've already got a couple here, as you can see. And I'm just snipping them right at the base of the leaf. I'm trying to see if I can focus close in on the leaf there. Yeah, you can see those little spiky things on the underside of the leaf. Those are what will get you. Those are what will sting you. So that's why I have a bowl and some scissors, and we're just snipping them so we don't have to touch them, and then we'll put them straight in our pot. I was reading that you only want to choose ones that are about 2 feet tall. Any taller than that and they get tough and fibrous. So you want to get them when they're young, tender shoots. So right now is the ideal time for us. It's early May for us here in the Pacific Northwest. This is the perfect time. So let's go ahead. Now, right at the base of the leaf, don't touch it with your hand. We'll just catch it right in the... All right, just like that. All right. Ooh, I see a few young, tender ones over here. Probably shouldn't get ones with holes in them. But maybe this one right here, right at the base of the leaf. There you go. Put this under here and snip, snip. And here I am just using tongs, and I've warmed up a skillet with olive oil. I'm just going to cook these down, and I'll add a little seasoning. Oh, just salt, pepper, and our favorite spice is Old Bay spice. And that ought to make it taste pretty good. What do you think, Sophie? Is it good? Yeah? Cooked up nettle. Some good greens there. Very interesting. It doesn't quite cook like spinach. It seems a little drier. I'd have to add a little water next time. But it has an interesting texture, doesn't it? Do you approve?
What does approve?
Do you like it? Would you recommend it to other people?
Other people will might like doing this too. Mom.
Quarantine safe activity. If you live in an area that has nettles, that is. Alright, we live and we learn. You can see on the left, that was the first batch, and I did not rinse them first. And some of them got a little like crispy, almost like kale chips, which is fine. But it's like a little lighter and airier. But this, adding that little extra water, makes it much more what you would imagine like cooking other greens. There's a little bit of a more moist texture to it. They're good both ways though. Alright. Putting a fried egg on top, and there's a complete meal. Really simple. Some nettles, some eggs, you get your vegetables and your protein. Maybe I'll have just a little bit side of tortilla chips for some starches, and yum. Complete meal. Added a little hot sauce to it. My egg and my couple of chips, and enjoying my dinner while watching the kids play. Yum.
Is that cool?
Just like we're feeling air. Don't touch.
We're doing some impromptu science here.
Feels like
Science or witchcraft, you decide.
Cam touched the ice.
As long as he's
He's just
not
touching the
he's just
water.
touching the
Even the water isn't going to be that.
Yeah, as long as you're not touching the ice way down at the
It's
bottom.
very gooey.
It's not gooey, it's just
It feels
steamy.
Steamy.
Yeah, steamy.
steamy.
We get dry ice
What's
with our
that bubbling
butcher
down
box
below?
That's
delivery.
the dry ice bubbling.
What?
You know what dry ice is, Alex? It's frozen carbon dioxide.
I can see it, the dry ice now.
Yeah, that's frozen carbon dioxide. And
You can
it's
see it down at the
when you
bottom
drop it
there.
in water, it quickly
I can see
evaporates.
all the water. I see all the water, Dad. Can you lift me up so I can see all the water? Can I see another one?
See, there's the pieces in there, and they're bubbling away.
Whoa.
Whoa!
Bubble.
Now the water can get to the dry ice again.
And it steamed right back up. Look at that.
Yeah.
It feels like air. It feels like cold air.
Yep.
I touch it. That's very cold.
Yeah, bird.
And you can hear it bubbling more now because the water is directly in contact with the dry ice.
Cut it back
Makes it look like it's boiling, doesn't it?
up.
Ooh, there comes the steam again.
But I want to feel the water and I can't feel it if the steam is there.
It's just cold water, Sophie. It feels like ice water now. The water's cold enough.
Let's blow on it.
Boy, if you really wanted a cold drink, you could put a dry ice cube in it. Just don't swallow it.
Yeah, that's the danger. Amazing world of YouTube. I now have an Austrian pen pal named Christine. Thank you, Christine. I thought I would make a little video opening this because I know it took a full month to get here. So thank you for sending this. It just means so much to me. So I thought I would open this. And it's all in German newsprint. That's so cool. Okay, so I just read her card about this, that this is supposed to help with cancer, so that's really appreciated. Sent all the way from Austria. And she showed me the picture of it ahead of time. Thank you, Christine.
Kids are going to want to play with that.
Yeah, they're going to want to hug it too. I know Christine made this by hand, and it is, what is it? What did they call it? There's a name for it. A heart pillow. But I guess it helps. It was created by somebody with breast cancer, and it's to help during recovery. Now I'm recovered and it took that long. With the state of the world we're in for the post to get here, but I'm still going to hug it because I love it, and I just appreciate that you spent the time to actually make something by hand for me. It just means so much. So thank you, Christine. You know where this heart came from? This is from my friend Christine, and she lives in Austria. Do you know what continent Austria is in?
It's my favorite.
It's in Europe. It's right there. You see up there?
That's mine.
That's where she's from.
That's mine. Now
Teo has claimed it is his.
There.
Yeah, and she sewed that cover for me, for that pillow, and it helps Mommy's surgery get better. It helps my owie get better.
I have 2 favorite pillows.
Well, today is May 9th, and it is acting like summer. It is 80 degrees, supposed to get up to 82 today. May 9th. That is warm for this time of year. So we are busting out the kiddie pool.
I have my squirt gun.
You gotta suck up the water from the pool. Can you show him how? Show Teo how to do it.
You first put this in. Look, it's a whirlpool! Oh! Let's look at the whirlpool!
Good job, Teo. Yeah, Teo, can you jump through? Show him how, Sophie. Woo! Your turn, Teo. Woo! Good job, baby. You did it. Good job. Are you proud of yourself?
Like I'm drawing his water. I'm making water and his eyebrows. And Mom, what do you do?
What are you drawing?
We start with a lion.
Oh, you're busy, Teo.
He's doing some sort of animal and it has eyebrows.
Okay.
And cheeks.
And cheeks.
And it's
Oh.
and hair.
And hair. That's beautiful, Teo.
All done. Let's draw an animal.
Okay, do you need a new piece of paper?
Yes,
Okay. What kind of animal is it?
it's a lion.
It's a lion?
It has eyebrows.
A lion with eyebrows. Teo, what does a lion say?
Wow.
Teo, what is that?
Raspberry.
A raspberry. That's a really good raspberry, buddy. Well done.
What raspberry?
And we'll just put a few dots everywhere, just for good measure. So since we are social distancing with Grandma Dorothy right now, and it's Mother's Day, we drove over to her house, and we are having her and Uncle Dave come out to the car. We have a couple of sleepy kids here, but we have flowers from our yard and a card for her, and they're going to come say hi to the kids. And what are you going to say when we see Grandma Dorothy?
Happy Mother's Day.
We're going to say Happy Mother's Day.
Yeah, Happy Mother's Day.
Yeah.
Is a
Happy Mother's Day!
Happy
Happy Mother's Day!
You know, I put on lipstick this morning and then realized it didn't matter.
And that's sparkling cider, in case you were wondering.
right there's fine. How's Teo doing?
Can we say hi to Uncle Dave?
Looks like you got a scraped up knee there, sir.
Yeah, that was in the driveway on our way out to the car.
Oh.
Yeah, he got a little owie.
Little
Pinwheels.
pinwheels, yeah. And so So we've got the 3 colors for you kids, okay? And they spin. And you can put them in the wind to see them spin.
Ooh,
But Grandma
And
Dorothy.
the 2 ones with many colors are for Mommy and Daddy.
what do you guys say to Grandma?
Thank you.
Yeah, and so
Thank you, Grandma
do is
Dorothy.
you put them into the garden and then the wind blows them.
That'll be nice. We should put them out the back window so we can see them all the time.
Looks like Teo got a haircut fairly recently.
All
Yeah.
3 of them got haircuts.
Early in the morning, it was still dark outside, like 2 o'clock in the morning.
Could you actually sleep at that hour?
You probably don't sleep very well, but you kind of doze off.
I wake up at 8 or 9 or 7, but you woke up at 2. I never woke up at 2 before.
When you're climbing a mountain like that, you have to get up really early like that. And the reason for that is you want to do your climbing on the snow while the snow is still hard.
Oh, that's why.
Because later in the day when the sun gets on the snow, then your feet will punch through the snow, and it's really hard to walk then. But in the morning, everything's still frozen, the snow is still frozen, and you stay on top of the snow, and it's much easier to walk. You do it what they call a rest step. You take 1 step, and you rest your foot on the footstep of the person ahead of you, and then you rest for a minute. And then you take your next foot up, and you raise it into the footstep above that, and then rest for a minute. And then you put your other foot up and the one above that and rest for a minute, because the air is so thin. It's hard to breathe across the glacier, climbing up on the upper part of the river.
But what would you do in the morning when it wasn't light?
Then the sun came up and came over the mountains, and it was the most beautiful thing.
Did you look out of the tent?
What's that?
Did you look out of the tent?
Well, we just got up in the morning and got outside of the tent. But it was still dark when we did that. It was still dark when we got up at 2 o'clock in the morning. So we'd have, something to eat then, and then we'd pack up our packs and start off while it was still dark. Because we wanted to have that snow still hard, so it was easier to walk. But then after a few hours of hiking, then the sun came up in the east, and the sun shone on the mountain. It was beautiful. Just beautiful.
Yeah.
We kept on going, and I can remember we'd get up on the side of Rainier, the upper part, and everything above you is white because it's all snow and glaciers. And you think you can see the area where the top of the mountain is, you're getting closer. And you're going so slow because the air is so thin, so you're just going so slow with a rest step like this.
Does anybody ever bring oxygen up there?
Not Rainier. And then that place where it looked like we were at the top of the mountain, we got to that place, but it wasn't the top of the mountain. Then you could see another distance way up farther. So we thought we were getting close to the top, but we weren't close to the top at all. We just got to that high point, and you could see how much farther we had to go. What's that?
We're gonna climb Mount Pilcher.
Did the timer go off?
Oh, Mount Pilchuck is a really
timer
fun
said it's
place to
like 6
climb.
minutes.
You will love that. Because there's
Seems
a
pretty
little
good.
house right on the tippy
Put it
top.
back in if you want. Yeah.
And you can look in every direction and see all the mountains around you. It's beautiful. You'll love it.
Yeah.
How long is Pilchuck? Like an 8-mile hike round trip? Something like that.
I think in terms of vertical feet, I think it's 2,200 vertical feet from the trailhead. So it's, it wouldn't, well, it might be 8 miles. It's probably
4 in,
4
4 out.
miles or so, yeah. It's a good hike.
It is.
Yeah, it's a great hike.
Yeah.
Not
Top
too
of Mount Rainier
sloppy,
It's not
floppy.
one point like this. When you get on the top of Mount Rainier, it's a crater. So there is this big bowl on the top of the mountain. So when you get up on the top, you're just on the edge of the bowl. But the highest part of the mountain, when you're climbing a mountain, you want to go to the highest part, right? When we got onto the edge of the crater, it wasn't the highest part. So we had to walk all the way around the crater, down through the crater a little ways, and up on the opposite side to get to the point that was the very highest point. The day we were there, it was so clear that we could see all the way to Puget
So
Sound.
you put your tent on that little crater?
No, we left our tent down at our camp, down lower. When we got up in the morning, we just left the tents there.
Oh,
And
so you can
hiked
go a
up
little
without the tent.
faster without all your stuff on your back.
Only the Weedle slept in the low crater.
That's right.
before he moved to the Space Needle.
That's right.
Who's that?
The Weedle.
The Weedle. Oh.
Yeah, he slept on top of Mount Rainier in
Oh.
his sleeping bag
Oh.
for a couple centuries between the time the first settlers arrived and modern Seattle.
Is that a book that you got?
Yeah,
The Weedle on the Needle.
The Weedle on the Needle.
Yeah. You don't remember that one from my childhood?
I can remember the title, but I can't remember the story.
He's like an orange Sasquatch.
Who doesn't like loud noises?
Yeah, we think he's autistic.
An orange artistic Sasquatch.
Yes. He really does not like loud noises.
It was even louder than noises Alex heard.
Yeah, he doesn't like whistling. Because
Yeah,
those darn
especially
settlers, they always whistled while they worked. He did not like that. Well, what he did originally was he moved up to the top of Mount Rainier to get away from the settlers. But then a few centuries, well, I don't know how long, I guess it was a couple centuries later, the settlers had gotten too close to the mountain for his liking, and he could hear all their whistling.
Would have been about 150 years.
150 years. The development had moved close enough to Mount Rainier.
You can hear him from the top.
He could hear that whistling. So he went down to the Space Needle and
His giant bag full of clouds.
well, yeah, he got his knapsack and he filled it with clouds from the top of Mount Rainier, and he hiked down to the Space Needle and climbed to the top of the Space Needle and started throwing clouds and making it rain, because when your lips are wet, you can't whistle.
I think I would have heard the story.
And all the people went inside, and it was peaceful and quiet.
Then the people got sad.
Oh, they got sad. That's right. So the mayor of Seattle, they
Had to
put him
make
in a
a deal
cherry
with the
picker and went up
Weedle.
to talk to the to the Weedle to bargain a deal with him, and to take away the clouds, and they would give him earmuffs.
Yeah, they made the sailmakers made a giant pair of earmuffs for the Weedle.
Right.
That's a great story.
Yes. So then he had these enormous earmuffs, and he went to sleep on the top of the Space Needle. And now we know why we see the little red dot
Blinking
flashing
on
on
and
and
off,
off, because his nose, when he's happy, his nose blinks red on and off.
when he's
Great
asleep.
story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so now we have told the kids that the Weedle has many relatives living in the area. So you can see all of their noses at night, flashing all over the place when you're driving at night.
I wish we
Oh, like
could
the
see.
airplanes.
No.
Well, like on the top of cell phone towers and
Oh.
things like that. Yeah.
I can,
So they get really excited when we drive at night because they get to see all the Weedles that are out.
Wow.
The Weedle isn't just an individual, it's a
I wish we
species that
could-
likes to sleep on top of tall things.
I
Yes.
wish we could see the real wheel up close.
Up close?
Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness.
Well, if we go to the top of the Space Needle again, you can look up and see if you can find him.
Oh, the magic of childhood.
Uh-huh.
Dale, what kind of tree is it?
That's a pickle.
A pickle tree? Pickles grow on trees?
There's the
Yeah. Hi. Are you scared of the big bad lawnmower? You guys running away from the lawnmower monster?
Uh-oh, where's that?
I don't know. Oh, there he goes. Teo, come here.
They
Are you saying no in a British accent?
no.
No. Making some popcorn from scratch with the old popcorn pumper. This is the one from my childhood. This one was actually my parents and they gave it to me, so this is all the way from the 80s. Still works. They don't make them like that anymore. And of course, eating a few as they come out is part of the process. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Kai. Happy birthday to you. We love you, Kai.
We love you, Kai, Bella. We love you, Kai. I love you, Kai.
Oh, say I love you, Kai.
I love you, Kai. Mommy.
All right, kids. What are we doing today?
We're going to say, we're going to wave to Kai and say happy birthday.
Yep. We are all wearing our masks and we are doing a drive-by birthday party to make Kai feel special today, aren't we? We have a card and we have some balloons for him.
Yes.
This is what birthday parties look like quarantine style. For posterity here, we thought we'd document it. Do you guys want to sing? Yeah. Okay. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Kai. Happy birthday to you. Today we're learning how to do baseball. T-ball. Show me how it's done, Teo. All right, what's next? Good job, buddy. Today is my 36th birthday, and we're going on a family walk up to see the construction that's going on in our neighborhood.
Mom, I got an eyelash in my eye.
Uh-oh. Ooh, look at that big fat bumblebee over there.
Oh yeah, that's a big
Ooh, that's a big one.
Dump truck.
Oh, are they paving the road? Look.
See how it's compacting it? So it's got layers to it, but it's flattening it out.
Teo, what do you think of all these big mighty machines?
Come up close. Really?
Did you see a dump truck? What else do you see? What? A roller. There's me and Dad. And on the way to the beach today, we stopped at my camp alma mater, Camp Colloqua. Camp Colloqua by the lake. When I was 19 years old, I was a camp counselor. And it was one of the most fun jobs I ever had in my life.
Yes.
It was so much fun.
A camp counselor.
Yeah, I was 19.
Taking care of teenage girls.
That was 17 years ago.
By the way, today is May 18th, which is Amanda's 36th birthday. And it's also the 40th anniversary of
Mount St. Helens.
St. Helens. Which
Yep, I
falls
share.
on Amanda's birthday every
I
year.
share a birthday with Mount St. Helens. Yep, that's pretty cool. I've always thought that was pretty cool. So I had lots and lots of good memories at this place. Won't be having any summer camp this year though, not with the coronavirus.
Yep.
But kind of fun to stop by here for old time's sake. So the boys are going to go out on the dock. We're here at the beach. our favorite places. It's so pretty here. And me and Sophie, we're gonna go out on the beach and wait for them, aren't we? Beautiful day. Oh, out on the pier. Sophie was having hair in her face troubles, so we did ye olde hat ponytail. It works. Now it's out of your face. Sophie's gonna put her toes in the water. It's really cold. So pretty here today, isn't it? Perfect way to spend my birthday. The beach is probably my favorite place on earth. I love the water. My soul is at home at the water. You having fun? Yeah! We love the beach, don't we? Ooh. Got a crab leg.
Yeah, I found a crab leg.
You want to also show me these seashells you found? I think they're clam seashells.
I found my clam seashells.
Yeah.
They are.
And a piece of, remember what I told you that is?
Sea glass.
Yeah, beach glass. Yeah, cool. Oh my goodness, they are. Have you been having fun, Alex?
Yeah.
Looks like you have. You having so much fun with Granddad? Oh my goodness, you're getting some big waves right now, aren't you? Oh my goodness. Hi, Teo. Good job, Teo's getting brave now. Yep. Oh man, Alex, you're gonna have to go home with no pants.
You really got it then.
Oh my goodness. Did you have a good time?
Yeah. And I had so much fun in the water.
You sure did.
My pants got all wet.
Your pants did get all wet. Look at that. Sophie, did you have fun? Yeah. You guys had a boys' night out, and me and Sophie had a girls' night out. Teo, did you have fun?
Yeah.
Yes.
And we bounced on the log and then gave Granddad a hug.
He came over and
We
gave me a
played a
hug a
game
bunch of times. Just
Aww.
Where did my
He's a sweet
hand?
boy.
Brett fell on me, hugging me.
Aww.
Yeah, it
And
was
we
really
also
sweet.
played a game called Where Did My Feet Go? And Granddad
Where did your feet go?
Yeah, the magic disappearing feet.
The magical disappearing feet.
Did they disappear into the water and the waves?
No, they disappeared into the sand.
Yeah.
I see.
And then when they came out, he said the magical appearing feet.
Magic reappearing feet. You were lucky that you didn't fall into some quicksand.
Well, now we're gonna go get some Mediterranean food because that's my favorite. Then have pie because I like pie more than cake.
I want chicken.
Teo wants chicken.
Happy birthday
to you.
That's
Happy
birthday to you.
Happy
birthday, dear Amanda. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you.
And thank you. From Scooby.
Somebody's being shy over here.
On Channel 2.
Daddy's gonna be so happy that I'm watering the plants.
You guys are taking care of the vegetables.
These plants are very thirsty.
Yeah. Water the planties. Put the water in the dirt, Teo. There you go.
Mom, I'm running out.
There you go. That's good. Give the little plants a drink of water.
Mom, I run out of water again.
Uh-oh. Oh, we'll have to go get more.
Fill it up. I want you to fill it up.
Okay. Good job, little man.
I ran out of water.
Well, let's go get some more then. So Bill is super dadding it right here. 3 kids in the stroller. I say all the time in my vlogs how much I love this stroller. It's the City Select.
Okay, slow down.
You get off?
Can get 3 kids on it with a,
Good for everything except off-roading.
yeah,
Is a serious omission, but
yeah.
in every other way, it's the most flexible.
What are we watching?
The new astronaut.
Yes, we're watching the astronauts.
About to blast off to the International Space Station.
It's May 27th.
It's 2020.
Yeah.
Been
So it's been
like
10 years.
Well, 9 years.
Oh, well, almost 10 years. We're eagerly awaiting the blast off and watching the astronauts. They've been broadcasting everything since the astronauts suited up and everything. And they may not blast off due to weather. We're just waiting to see. And thank goodness for living in the age of the internet where we can just watch on the internet. They've officially aborted the launch. Well, I guess we'll watch on the day when they do it. We'll watch when they decide to do it. Will it be what, tomorrow or the next day?
Whenever they decide to do it.
Well, I guess that's real life, folks. Can't control the weather. So they're getting ready to get those astronauts off the rocket there. And look, all the crew is wearing masks to keep the astronauts quarantined and safe. Oh, they must be relieved to have that hatch open now.
Hey Dragon SpaceX, seats are upright. Thanks for the valiant effort today, helping us test our scrub timeline, and we'll see you Saturday.
Yeah, we appreciate those words. Everybody did great today. It was a great practice, and we'll do it again on Saturday.
With them getting out of the capsule, though, that's going to do it for us here at Hawthorne. We're going to send you back down to Florida for one last check-in with our
I'm
teams
sure that
there.
they've had to do this before.
Doug Hurley following suit, no pun intended.
Following
You
suit.
see Bob in the foreground and Doug climbing out of Crew Dragon.
they are. They're off now.
That is your Christmas
Pig pile! Pile of kids! Oh my goodness, you kids. You're too much.
card. This is hop on pop.
Certainly is.
I had to take off my glasses because I was afraid they'd get bent. When it's too rainy to go out and play on the play equipment, Daddy becomes play equipment.
Hey Alex, it's Saturday. And they're about to launch in 3.5 minutes after it was aborted on, when was it, Wednesday? Alex is really excited.
Yeah, well, this is the first manned U.S. launch since before any of these kids were born. Mommy and Daddy remember the space shuttle,
Yeah.
but these kids haven't seen a U.S. manned launch before.
So what's all that steam?
Yeah, that's because it's full of very cold liquid oxygen and hydrogen.
30 seconds.
Giving the final
They're
clearance for
going to be
launch.
blasting off in 30 seconds.
Yes.
Are we ready to count down when they get to 10?
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
0.
Blast off!
There they go.
There it goes.
We're blasting.
Woo! There they go.
The U.S. is back in space. No more having to bum rides on Soyuz.
Well, and it's also partially private as well now. NASA partnering with SpaceX.
Maybe when I have kids, I can tell my kids this story.
What do you think, Alex?
Yeah,
Is it
Sophie.
exciting to watch? You love watching people getting blasted off into space?
That's happening in real time there. They are on their way.
Happening right now!
Oh my goodness!
We're blasting off right
All right,
now!
Teo is running with a fork. Let's put the fork down, Teo.
There we go.
Oh,
They didn't have
that's
many
from the
cameras
rocket there.
on the rocket.
Look, they're up in space now. They're out of the atmosphere. So it takes them about 2.5 minutes to escape Earth's atmosphere, huh?
I wonder what it would be like if the moon was out and they landed on the moon
Cool.
and we went through a
There goes the
maze
first stage. Oh, that's the second
and
stage.
we went through
There's Earth. We're sitting on a little blue marble in the vastness of space.
Very different control panels than the Apollo.
Yeah. No knobs and switches.
Updated.
Yeah, we watched Apollo 13 the other week, and they had all manual knobs and switches, and now it's all touch screens. So they were saying that they custom make these seats to fit each astronaut's individual body. Isn't that cool?
Same with spacesuits.
Yeah, same with their suits. I mean, that makes sense with the spacesuits, but I didn't know they made the chairs.
I didn't know
So they, or the seats, so they were an exact fit to the astronaut. I think it's cool. Looks like they got out of their suits now that they're in orbit. Okay, we don't have celery, but we do have peonies. So we have.
You know what? I'm gonna cut
Are you
the
gonna
bottom off.
trim it a little?
Yeah.
Yeah. And we put different food coloring
I should
in
absorb
these
it
cups.
better.
We have red, blue, and green, and we're gonna put one peony in each
Alex,
cup.
I wanna
This
color
is
your
for
peony.
science.
Alex,
So
what
take a
you're gonna do
peony.
is you're gonna put this in the water.
So what do you think is going to happen when we put the peony in the colored water? What do you think is going to happen? What's your hypothesis?
going to turn red.
Yeah, you think they're going to turn
Is
red?
that Sophie's?
Yeah, what color do you think Sophie's is going to turn?
Green.
This is
What about
Grandma's.
Grandma's?
Yeah, Grandma's is gonna be blue.
Yeah.
So we'll just leave them in there for a while.
Yeah,
See
so
what
we'll see what
happens.
happens. We'll come back later. What is that?
Fish a whale.
Fish a whale. So cute how you say that. Fish a whale.
I decided to make up words about I Love My Mommy from that song.
You're such a sweet boy. Grandma said you guys were singing it while I was gone. How does it go?
Mommy, Mommy, I love you because you're so loving to me. And you, yeah, yeah. Mommy, Mommy, I 'cause she's so loving to me and you. Mommy, I love you because you're so loving to me and you. Yeah, I love my mommy so much, so much. Where's our food, Mommy? My mommy.
Sophie knows what's up.
Where's our food?
We're waiting for it.
Little star, how I wonder what you are. Up above so high, white tie diamond.
Okay, I think you got some stuff in here.
So we ordered some takeout. Downtown Langley. We got some seafood, salmon, fish, and chips. And this is how we do. This is how restaurants are making it these days, and I think it's great. Adapting to the situation. Teo's gonna try a lemon.
In the story of the solar system, planet.
Do you like it?
Planet.
Oh, that's sour. That's sour.
Only the largest sour.
Do you like it? You're funny.
Oh.
Maybe not.
Lemons are sour. You take another bite? Take a bite.
I don't like it. That's why I don't like it. I want to see Teo's face.
Oh, Teo. Sophie, that's your first fish and chips, like real fish and chips. Is that good? Yeah.
Lemon.
And
Very sour.
Alex is just eating what we brought. And Teo has decided he likes lemons. You're a funny little man. But he's also eating some of the fish and chips too. And I got some fries in here, but I also got some smoked salmon under there. It's really good.
Salmon.
And I think you guys got the same thing,
I
huh?
really want to go. Salmon. Also have a great adventure on the way home.
Yeah. This was a fun little day, wasn't it?
It was.
My favorite part was going to the beach. I still got another favorite part coming up, but my favorite part is riding on the ferry and going to the beach.
Sophie shared 3 French fries with you. I think these are his first French fries. These kids rarely eat French fries.
Really?
Yeah.
French fries.
Do you like French fries? Ooh, they're really crispy. Well made. So there we have it. There was our safe quarantine adventure number. I don't know what. I forgot. I've lost track.
Going on adventure, Mom.
Going on adventure.
Whatever you or you could be done soon.
Going on adventure.
Or yeah.
Yeah,
Or
going
you
on
could be
adventure.
Aye, laddie.
I. Oh, just like in Felicity. Remember? They say I for yes.
Here we are. We're getting onto the ferry.
We are.
By an open part instead of a wall.
And we are educating our children in their Scottish heritage. They must like the bagpipes in this family. Yay! We get a window spot.
Barely.
I want to get out now.
We can't get out. We have to stay in the car.
I was afraid we were going to park on middle lower car deck, but instead we have parked on side lower car deck.
Just in the right spot so we can see out. You realize, Alice, you don't have to wear a mask while we're in our car.
But I'm just wearing a mask just for fun.
Okay.
And it's going to be an extra layer to protect me from the coronavirus.
Okay, Alex. It's beautiful.
It's beautiful.
Here we are. We're leaving. Teo, do you like the ferry? Yeah. That big white building right in the middle there is where I had my surgery.
Oh, really?
And I had a view, I mean, I showed it in my vlog, but I had a view looking out across the water that way.
Yeah.
And I could see this ferry that we're on.
Oh my gosh!
Coming and going from my hospital bed.
Oh wow, that was so cool.
Yeah. I wonder who's in that bed now enjoying this day.
Yeah.
I hope you're enjoying it.
Hopefully they are.
It's a lava. It's a lava.